Is it working? I have no idea what I'm doing. God. Guys, I'm sorry, I'm just stupid. I'm stupid. Someone, please tell me. Cause like, I figured out the OBS thing and I like set it up cute and but you can't really see everything that you're doing at once, right? So like I set up, this and that. And I'm also doing this all on a Mac. Wait, I'm gonna fucking yes, I'm here. Whoever this is. Hi. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. Wow. Wow. So can you see me? Does this work? Please tell me. Because I don't want to load up, again, I'm running on a Mac. I don't want to open too many of my crazy browsers. Yes! Yes! Hold on. Oh my god, you're my first viewer. Look at my nails. Okay, I'm gonna do a little post again. Because yes. And then we can start talking about stuff. But since you're the only one here right now, can I see when people join or don't join? I don't know how to see that. But if you want me to read something in particular, my idea was just to read today, and just read different things and see how it goes. But yeah, this is my setup. I'm also gonna eat yogurt. The main thing is that the first week I don't get paid for anything, so it's like I have to stream 4 days and an hour each day and have an average of 3 viewers in order to become like an affiliate. So these are mostly like trials as well, also to see what works and what doesn't, because I think that in a week, once I get like verified and stuff, we can do more complicated things like read longer text or do something more interactive or so on and so forth. But yeah, I'm not in lingerie because I don't know Twitch is really weird about the parameters. Like technically you can wear a bra, I think, but most of my bras are transparent, like translucent as well, and that's not allowed. And there's like some weird things about the crotch. Like I'm in underwear right now, and I don't know if that's allowed. Like it has to be covered from like your hip bone to your pubis or something. I think this is marked as adult content. I think so. So I'm hopefully not gonna get fucking mad. But yeah, like, I am in underwear. Because the whole point was supposed to be that I'm in laundry, but like I don't know what the limits of that are. So yeah, I'm gonna try and see if I can load up Twitch on another page that isn't streaming so that I can at least see relatively what's happening. The problem is also like I just use my computer so like it's toxic. It's toxic the way I use my computer. I just have so many tabs open. I don't close anything at all. And running this. I'm also recording this. This is the first one. I wanted to. Oh my god. My setup is I'm on a there's like 2 pillows, and there's Thomas Pynchon's V, and then my laptop, and we're on my bed. So that's the setup. I don't have a mic. I have headphones, but they're really shite, and I've had them for like 6 years. So I don't want to use them because I think that the audio quality won't even be good. The things that I use to record the reels are not connectable to the Mac. So yeah. This is so funny. Hi babe, how you doing, hottie? I'm chilling. That's me from like 2 years ago. It's two different. Is it? I don't know. Oh, there's two people. Wow. Oh, I can do things to you. I can ban you. I can time you out. I can warn you. Ooh, what am I warning you about? Or I can delete it. Okay. Because I don't have mods. I don't have mods yet. I was told something so ominous because my friend Sabrina, she used to stream. She's very different though. She used to stream like Bloodborne and stuff and like be a serious gamer girl. Mixed with like cortisone vibes. And she told me that you can't use the word incel. And you can't use the word simp because apparently all the mods are incels. Which I thought was so funny. Just reclaim it. Just reclaim the slur. Like, I don't know. But I love that. I love the idea of warning. It's so ominous. I'm making like the sorry, this is again like it's gonna show my fucking, not my age, but my cultural background, but I'm making like the Phil Lester scary face. Warning. I can warn you. What am I warning you about? Don't be mean to me. And I can delete things. Jericho J plays. Yeah, reclaim the slur. I mean, I'm reclaiming the slur bop. Right? A bop is a woman who makes money off of being hot on the internet. You sent me a gift. If you sent me your penis, I actually will warn you. No! No! Shanu! No! Please! Please, I'm gonna fucking thumbs down your fucking message. No. Please be nice to me. Please don't send me your penis. I don't want to see your penis. Anyways. You love me? Then don't show me your penis. This is my other setup. So like we have, wow. Sorry, I'm really bad at left and right. We have a list of things I'm interested in that I made when I basically I wrote a piece about lore porn, which is the concept of when information exceeds the narrative in a work of art. And it was about, like, love has no boundaries. Okay, that's pretty good. And I talked about, like, Nabokov, basically, and Otter Arter, and how in Otter Arter have any of my 3 viewers read Otter Arter? In Otter Arter, they basically, like, is an alternative geography, I guess, that in which, like, Russian, French, and English and American people are all kind of, like, coalesced into one large landmass. And so I kind of wrote about, like, the excesses of that geography, and the excesses of, like, citation in the work. There's a lot of fake citations. And I connected to, like, the CCRU, and obviously the CCRU, and to Minecraft ARGs. So I had to make a presentation for that, and I made a presentation at this very London micro-influencer thing called Lost Property. And so I listed all the things I was interested in at the end with my Instagram. But that was before I was, that's before I was famous. It's before I was, I wanted to start by, I have that there so that we know a little bit about me, so people join. I don't know if it's gonna become annoying, like, if I actually have people watching, and, like, people will, I also should have noted when I started, but I guess I can look at when, Okay, I started at 11:50, so I'm gonna go until 1ish basically. And we're just gonna talk, and we're gonna read poetry, and yeah. So I've been reading a lot of Ashbery. Do I need to show more cleavage to say something like that? I've been reading a lot of Ashbery. And I have some notes. Like basically, I watched this lecture from this woman who knew him when he was young and knew him for his whole life. Essentially, seemed like a very interesting man, and she wrote work about him, and she wrote poems about him, and she wrote this crazy poem. Where she basically describes him as like this bird. This is like after he died, as this bird that like everyone sees and knows that it's him. And that's the way she ended this like hour-and-a-half long lecture at the fucking Sorbonne. And I was fucking obsessed. Please react. I reacted, bro. My reaction was bad. And I kind of took some notes on the lecture. Her name is Anne Lauterbach. And she said that I'm gonna read some of the things that she said. He made the syntactical membrane between subject and object moot, or at least blurred. The subjective blurs with the objective. I don't know. It just sounds so feminine to me. Like that's a very feminine thing to say. It's a very like auto-theoretical thing to say. Like I feel like someone increase my screen size? No. Oh yeah, maybe I should since I'm not reading it. You're right. Okay. I just thought that was a really interesting thing to say because I'm also reading a lot of like I'm reading Lauren Fournier right now, and she speaks a lot about that exact intersection in reference to like Maggie Nelson's work, although I kind of think Maggie Nelson's a little cringe, but or even Barth's, right? This sort of like queer minor femme mode of conduct, like what we're doing right now, where the personal and the theoretical seem to layer in some way, and I think with subject and object being blurred, it's kind of similar, no? Like I don't know, and I'm really interested in what that means and reflect in reference to like his experience, because he wasn't a confessional poet at all. It was the opposite. He kind of placed a lot of distance. Everything was distant in his work, and mirrored, and all the eroticism was very, yeah. It relied on a sort of distance. Yeah. And there's also kind of an infatuation with the surface, I guess. The surface and with distance and the relation between those two things. Yeah. And I wanted to read a poem that I really liked. Did I read any Dottie Haraway? Yeah. I read a lot of her stuff in undergrad, because I went to fucking Central St. Martin's. I don't know, like at the time I was really charmed. I actually, maybe I can show my, I like this. I like when I'm being sidetracked. Okay, I'm gonna run and I'm gonna show my zine from when I was 19 actually, because I was just looking at it because my friend was here to pick up some stuff and I have the box open, so I'll be right back. I should be able to play like loading music or something. Lol. Okay, I got it. Okay. So basically when I was in undergrad, show me a complete outfit. Wow. I'm just in underpants. some candles. Yeah, I think I do want to do that. It's just that I'm streaming in the morning right now. It's 12 here, so no candles. But I do want to do that. I also really want to make YouTube channels stuff where it's like more deliberately, you know, satired and more composed. Like I can read you guys some of the ideas. Free spoilers. I think I have a YouTube ideas. Yes. Literary e-girl GF reads from Nick Land's Fang Numina and lingerie. That's pretty much the default. Just one of one. Yesterday someone commented on the reel that was like, Nick Land, all pass, and I was like, that's the first time that's happened. Maybe I should warn this man. I'm warning you. Warn. No. Enter a reason for sending a warning. No. That's so funny. Okay. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. And I was so surprised because it's like I deliberately obviously chose it because it's just what guys talk about. I don't really care for him that much either. It's kind of just like taking shrooms. Like I will read him eventually, but I'm just not. I don't know. I read Vincent Lay's interview of him that was like released recently, and that was enough for me, I think. But you know, I still have to be able to say I read everything. Getting the sense that you guys aren't interested in philosophy. Thank you. I've actually been having a very, you know, enlightening discussion of my intellectual references, but you know, people just can't be serious these days. They just really can't be serious, and like I don't know why it's so I don't know why it's so hard for you to be serious. No subject is bigger than her. Aw, okay, that's pretty cute. I won't warn you again, I'm sorry. That's pretty cute. So that was my first, and then I was inspired by this other girl who does ASMR videos, and she makes really good ASMR videos. Her name is Ying ASMR. Amazing concept. But my thing with ASMR videos is like they always start with like a really interesting concept, and then they don't actually like progress to a plot. Like you could do that, you know, like she had videos about like, you know, the Chinese emperor harem and like how to avoid sleeping with the emperor and stuff. And if you keep making those videos, then you can have like a whole like, you know, you can create a whole fucking world. I don't know how to do that because I'm not a person who knows how to do narrative. Like I don't know how to do it. I need someone else to do it with me. And that's the thing with lore porn as well. I was like, I need someone else to do that shit with me. And it's like connected to what I want to do on. Can I say that here? The blue site. The blue site. I want to do stuff there connected to that and like building plot of things don't usually have plot like ASMR. But she had a really good one. She had really good ones about like Omega, and she had a really like Omegaverse, and she had really good ones about like being a concubine and stuff. So like my other idea was, yeah, literary ego Omega talks about female subjectivity while doing her nighttime routine, and then there's anachronistic Versailles Mademoiselle flirts with you and thrills you with obscure libertine tales. Court of Catherine the Great somehow forms friendship with Immanuel Kant. None of cult run by clavicular guilt trips you of your sins until you pay mercy tax. Now I'm reading that one. That one is like low-key the best. I've been doing so many like conversations around clavicular as well. My friends. Psychoanalytic session with the Khan. For some reason, he's from New Jersey. This would be the difficult thing, Kant. It's like when you see a sex scene directed by a great filmmaker and realize how cavernous are the unexplored artistic possibilities of porn. Of course! Yeah, I mean, like, I was really influenced by Bray Lott. I really want to see more of her work. And sometimes there's really good cultural programs in London about, like, softcore and, what is it called? Like, B-movie stuff, from, like, the 70s, 80s. And, like, that's a whole, like, unfarmed aesthetic. It could totally be used for something really interesting, which is essentially what I'm doing, right? Is there any 4D ASMR messing with olfaction? That's a really good idea. Wow, I didn't even think about that. Because, like, sometimes I'm asked to do performances as well, and I'm always like, what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna sit there and read. Like, I don't know what I do, but if it was a collaboration with a perfume company or something, or with a perfumer, that's a really good idea, bro. What the fuck? You really shouldn't have given me that. I have a couple friends who are really into that stuff. Into olfaction and perfumery. If you like that sort of stuff, you should check out Audrey. Audrey, Fold Your Hands. Audrey Rabinovitz. She's the best artist. Wow, we're only like 20 minutes in. My voice already, like, guys. Ooh, I shouldn't have smoked when I was younger. Sister's smell-o-vision in cinema, and I think it's a technical problem as much as an artistic one. In what sense? Struggling to capture smell is the same way we couldn't capture images in the 1800s. That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. Yeah. There is, I have, like, friends of friends who, they did this really cool thing where basically they made everyone kind of preserve their pheromones in some way. They made, like, people, like, I don't know how they did it, like, their sweat, and they did, like, a dating workshop where people would smell, like, all these little samples of sweat. I think that was the concept. I really like that. I don't know why I didn't go. I'm a backbencher teacher. I don't know what that means. Does that mean you just sit there and you just wait for, like, the other teacher to, like, fall over or something? The gods artwork. Please make the video available as VOD, please. I think I can. I'm recording. Is that what that means? I really don't know how to use this interface, so please help me. But I am recording it, so I think you should be able to watch it afterward. Yeah. Okay, let's read the poem really quick, and then I'm gonna keep talking and also eat my yogurt. Reading stuff. Okay, I'm finding where I put the, yeah, here we go. I won't be able to see the chat at this time. Oh, I think I can pull it up on my browser, actually. It's, like, blank, but I should be able to see. Okay. Research has shown that ballads are produced by all of society working as a team. They didn't just happen. There was no guesswork. The people then knew what they wanted and how to get it. We see the results in works as diverse as Windsor Forest and The Wife of Usher's Well. Working as a team, they didn't just happen. There was no guesswork. The horns of Elfland swing past, and in a few seconds we see the results in works as diverse as Windsor Forest and The Wife of Usher's Well. Or, on a more modern note, in the finale of the Sibelius Violin Concerto. The horns of Elfland swing past, and in a few seconds the world, as we know it, sinks into dementia, proving narrative passé. Or, in the finale of the Sibelius Violin Concerto. Not to worry, many hands are making work lie again. The world as we know it sinks into dementia, proving narrative passé. In any case, the ruling was long overdue. Not to worry, many hands are making work light again, so we stay indoors. The quest was only another adventure. 2. In any case, the ruling was long overdue. The people are beside themselves with rapture, so we stay indoors. The quest was only another adventure, and the solution problematic, at any rate far off into the future. The people are beside themselves with rapture, yet no one thinks to question the source of so much collective euphoria, and the solution, problematic, at any rate far off into the future. The saxophone wails, the martini glass is drained. Yet no one thinks to question the source of so much collective euphoria. In troubled times, one looked to the shaman or the priest for comfort and counsel. The saxophone wails, the martini glass is drained, and night like black swan's down settles onto the city. In troubled times, one looked to the shaman or the priest for comfort and counsel. Now only the willing are fated to receive death as a reward, and night like black swan's down settles onto the city. If we tried to leave, would being naked help us? 3. Now only the willing are fated to receive death as a reward. Children twist hula hoops, imagining a door to the outside. If we tried to leave, would being naked help us? And what of older, lighter concerns? What of the river? Children twist hula hoops, imagining a door to the outside, when all we think of is how much we can carry with us. And what of older, lighter concerns? What of the river? All the behemoths have filed through the maze of time. When all we think of is how much we can carry with us, small wonder that those at home sit, nervous by the unlit grate. All the behemoths have filed through the maze of time. It remains for us to come to terms with our commonality. Small wonder that those at home sit nervous by the unlit grate. It was their choice, after all, that spurred us to feats of the imagination. It remains for us to come to terms with our own commonality, and in so doing, deprive time of further hostages. 4. It was their choice, after all, that spurred us to feats of the imagination. Now silently as one mounts a stair, we emerge into the open, and in so doing, deprive time of further hostages, to end the standoff that history long ago began. Now, silently, as one mounts a stair, we emerge into the open, but it is shrouded, veiled. We must have made some ghastly error. To end the standoff that history long ago began, must we thrust ever onward into perversity? But it is shrouded, veiled. We must have made some ghastly error. You mop your forehead with a rose, recommending its thorns. Must we thrust ever onward into perversity? Only night knows for sure the secret is safe with her. You mop your forehead with a rose, recommending its thorns. Research has shown that ballads are produced by all of society. Only night knows for sure the secret is safe with her. The people then knew what they wanted and how to get it. Hotel La Tremont by John Ashbery. This should be set up as a VOD afterwards by default. Okay, that's good. You get a really strong sense if you read any mythology that the stories are bizarre, but they feel somewhat perfect and true. And I think it's because they were retold over centuries and continually evolved the same way animals evolved. That's a very nice way to think of it. Well, it basically is that, right? Like, that's why work gets better. Because I guess the dead leaves fall off and what works stays and so on and so forth. And I think this is something about attuning to the body. I've been really thinking about anaphora and repetition. I feel like in this poem it's very notable, actually. And I usually get really bored with repetition in general in all forms, literary and otherwise. But I went to this hypnosis workshop on Sunday at this new venue in London that's like run by a sex club. It's really fucking cool. The space is crazy, but it was by this very gorgeous Italian otter man, and at the end he talked about how like trance and hypnosis is usually induced by repetitive movements and singing and drums and stuff, because it recalls like the heartbeat, right? Like being inside the womb and hearing the mother's heartbeat. And when babies are born, they're rocked to the same pace as the heartbeat usually. Like the mother like rocks in tune with her heartbeat. And I feel like this sorts of stuff it's mirrored in how we absorb language as well, and how we express emotions in language. And I guess there's a certain almost hormonal aspect. What's the word? Endocrine, like an endocrine aspect to how we speak and how we write. almost trying to invoke certain, like oxytocin is a linguistic, there's a linguistic way to increase someone's oxytocin, essentially is what I'm saying. Yeah, with smell as well. For sure. That's a really good point. I think that, yeah, like, again, like, I'm really, like, I guess with the reels and stuff, I'm also really interested in the hypnotic aspect, right? And because there's a certain kink aspect that people seem to see. And with that, it leans both into, like, ASMR, which is also a form of hypnosis in some way, right? And trance and so on and so forth. And, like, if that could be, like, a 4D experience in some way, like, that's so cool. Yes! This guy, he showed this amazing video about, here, I'll go back to the bigger monitor. He showed this amazing video where basically, like, these researchers, they went into, like, the meadow and they put little light beeper things, like little just like flashing lights, like very tiny. And they watched as all the fireflies synchronized, and they all like started, going at once. And there was like this whole fucking field of fireflies, and they're like, and the whole field like lights up like fucking crazy. Familiarity and finding comfort in it can be equated to repetition. Yeah, but I think I'm talking about more like a physiological response than anything, Well, I think there's also the kind of like, like autism aspect, right? Of like literally like just self-soothing, But I'm also talking about how language can literally replicate like rhythms of the body in that way, Young Lean video. That's the kind of shit I don't know anything about. People say he's hot. Hold on. I'm gonna look at Young Lean. Is he queer? Kind of looks like me if I was more Aryan and a boy. Oh, wow. Very, very serious. The synchronized dancers. No, I haven't. What? Tell me. I haven't seen it. I'm gonna eat my yogurt as well because I like literally haven't eaten. I've just gotten up and then my friend came to pick up some of my tops from a few years ago, from when I was making stuff for Depop. And then I'm here now, so I'm like not. Also, like, right this week it's probably gonna be in the morning, but I think next week I'm gonna try and do different times, or like in the evening, like not in the evening but in the afternoon, because I don't really want to sit on here at night. I can't lie, I'd rather be in Soho frolicking, but well, I'm not gonna pull it up now because again my laptop is fucking crazy, and also I don't even know if I can't watch music. That's what my friend said. I can't watch music, apparently. So, meet me then tell who is hotter. Meow. That's my response to that. Let's see if anyone on Instagram said anything. I'll eat my yogurt. Did I? Oh, I forgot a spoon. Oh no, I do have a spoon. Okay. You just gotta split audio tracks and all that. What does that mean? Girl! Okay, wait, let me see. For once I have no notice. The one time that I actually want everyone to speak to me. Hi, long-time Instagram follower, love your writing. As a failed amateur pretend writer, how can I make my writing less pretentious or sound less pretentious? Any tips? Send your writing to the chat. Can you do that? Can people like send pictures? I mean, I guess it's kind of risky, right? Because people can send pictures of their peen or something, but or just copy and paste something. We can look at it if you want, if you have time. I do offer tutoring actually. So Yeah, it really depends on what kind of writing that you're doing, and also what kind of writing of mine that you like, because like something like limerence is very different than my dissertations, for example, or like the cyberbroke thing, which just got republished by Do Not Research, which I'm so happy about. So happy about it. I feel like my tendencies in academic writing are often to be overwritten and to be like hyper citational and almost like stuffed with neologism, and I kind of like that, and I kind of lean into it, and sometimes I'm like, ooh, like the like Barth side of me, and the what was his name? When you're seeing John Berger, like those aspects of me are like, ooh, but then like the acceleration side of me is like, yes, words, long words. But then limerence is a very particular style as well. Like I mean, there's a variety of style in the book, but I feel like I almost was like possessed by a demon to write in a way that I had never written before. It was very shocking. It was as if someone had taken the concentration and like fervor of the things that I read academically, and then transmuted it into a like creative style. I was also watching a lot of Strange Eons videos, so a lot of deliberate bad Tumblr writing, and that like also really influenced how I was writing. I'm super proud of it. I just don't know if I could ever enter that state again. Like, I don't know if I'm capable of writing that way anymore. I really hope I am. But like, I don't know if I wrote another book, would it sound the same? Because all my diary posts and stuff are quite. They're not unstylized, but they're not hyper stylized. They're a lot more loose and feathery and aphorism, a lot of aphorism, I would say. Yeah. I have a question about cyber. What's the first use of cyber as a prefix? Oh, are you the person who DM'd me something about this? Sorry, I like don't read everything, but I remember something. Yes, I found you. I don't know. It depends on when the Gibson. Well, cyber as a prefix, I think. Well, cybernetics, right? When did cybernetics? When was that invented? Like the 20s? Hold on. Let's look it up. I don't remember. Lol, I'm like flirting with this girl on field, and we're talking about. I hit her up because she had cybernetics in her bio, and I was like, "What's with the fucking cybernetics?" That was my pickup line. History. 43. But these don't have the word cybernetics in them. Cybernetics control. We introduced the neologism cybernetics to note that study of teleological mechanisms and popularized through the book Cybernetics are Control and Communication of the Animal and Machine. That was 48. That might be the first modern use. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure, actually. I would have known in 2022 when I made this, which we can talk about in a bit. Yeah, send me your excerpt. Congrats on your publishing. I really only okay. So my bachelor's dissertation was published by FemSocial, and it's getting reprinted as well. I think we're gonna do, if you're in London, we're gonna do something next month probably. But and my other forever mediated my master's dis was almost published. Like its ISBN is technically published, but it was never printed because the publishing company is low key like I couldn't do it. They were broke. But limerence is not published. Limerence is just on AO3 publicly. But I think that as this project expands, this is technically called Crucial Ornament, this whole project. As it expands, and as I essentially become famous, I will find someone. I'm just really not keen to work with a super small press. Like, I actually want it to be a really big art object and to see it everywhere and to, print at least, like, 2K? Like, I just feel like at this point, I've done so much stuff, so I really want it to be super big. So first we're gonna do, like, this series of real campaigns with my friends. I'm planning them today. I'm so excited. I'm really, really excited for everyone to see. But basically doing like cosplay of the characters. When did it become detached to cyber? I don't know. Cyber is like, you know, I don't know. Yeah. You find out and you come back and tell me. Yeah, send an excerpt, Sir Garbage, and we can talk about it. Because it really depends on what you want. I don't know, like, I'm tutoring this guy later this month, and he's mostly a music person, and he mostly, like, writes music and produces music and stuff. And, like, for him, like, we're gonna have to just, like, listen to music, right? Because if that's your primary reference point in your primary field of work, then it's about transmuting that into a textual space, right? Like, just like what we talked about with the heartbeat, right? Like, you need to identify what you feel compelled in any medium, and then just figure out how to express that through language. Language is just, meow. Okay, I need to drink water. I need to eat my yogurt. And then I'm gonna read the excerpt that I've been promised that's going to be sent. Or if not, then we'll look at Wet Love. Yogurt core. Okay. Is this supposed to be a poem? Like, is there supposed to be spaces here that aren't showing in the chat? Is that why there's no space between the sentences? Yeah, Ewan is right. Okay, so we're reading it as a poem. Is the timestamp part of the poem? I'm eating yogurt with honey and blueberries. Okay. I am peeling a moth, time to grow up, I say, as my cocoon is stripped by father's hands, childhood peeled by mother's nails, innocence broken by lover's tenderness. Okay, so we have a repetition here. I am gaining warts. Wounds make you stronger. I try, as I suffer at the hands of time, attempt a slow removal of me from reality. Bring suffering to others from this process. I give up. What is this supposed to be about? And what do you want people to feel when they read it? If it's about anything. We're talking about Ashbery, like Ashbery, his poems were kind of deliberately about very little. I'd say a lot of the stuff I do is about very little as well. Seems like it's about pain in some regard. Passage of time and how it impacts all living things. Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to say something intelligent. I like the warts and then attempt a slow removal. I like that parallel. And I like cocoon is stripped and childhood peeled. I like that too. I like the idea of like removal recurs. I think that's really cool. I think it's too sentimental for my taste. But that's just my taste. Why I give up? Yeah, that's my critique, I would say. So, I don't know, read it. How you get better, though, read what you like to read. And read faster and read more. Honestly. I don't even think it's about writing more as much as it's about reading, because I can write for months, and then because I'm reading so much, I'll still become better. Just in the fact that my brain is subconsciously absorbing all this stuff and talking and taking notes, you know. Obviously, I take notes about everything I read. And Eon essays, no, I don't know about Eon essays. Or are you talking about Strange Eons? Because I love her. She's my fave. She's my queen. Or Eon, what is it called? Eon Flux? Like the slutty 90s anime. I really want to watch that as well. It's a website. What kind of essays are they? I tend to obsessively read or listen to audiobooks, then stop. Oh, why do you stop? You can't be self-conscious. You can never be self-conscious when you're reading or when you're writing. It destroys everything. There is a weird echo. Oh, hi! Oh my gosh! My River Pochadon fave is here. Is there a weird echo? Is that just for him or is that for everyone? You might hear my shh of my fucking MacBook. I really hope not, but it's possible. A little bit. Okay. That sucks. I don't know how to fix that. There's a bit of an echo. But why? I mean, I could put the headphones on. It's your mic. If you're using your default on your laptop. There is always echo if I use my mic? How horrible. I guess I could, okay, hold on. You don't think so? We could try, I could get my headphone, I'm not going to put the headphones on because that's the point of that, but I could get the headphones and just hold the thing, although it's kind of annoying. I don't know, what do we think? Like, how much do we care? The left and the right audio channels are just a little out of sync. Oh, I don't know how to fix that. You think the echo is cool? I'm sorry, if this goes well, I'll definitely get a mic that I can like just put somewhere. It just seems a bit of a hassle to hold the mic. Okay. It's fine. Said highly bearded is so good. Highly bearded. You're listening through your laptop speakers. It is, yeah, it is just my Mac. My Mac speaker. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna look at my zine in a bit. You can provide stream tips. Please! Please do DM me and provide stream tips because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I think the most annoying thing about this is like, okay, we just read a poem and it's fine that I'm not looking at the chat for like 4 minutes. But if we want to like actually like read, right? Because like for me the point is that like we can like read something very hardcore. We can read like fucking Hegel, you know. And like if we're reading, then I'll need to see the chats that we can talk as we read. So I'm not really sure how to. I guess I can put another chat pop out onto that browser as well, on that window as well, where it's like being projected. But then the chat will be in this, right? Or will it not? I don't know. Hi, hello. Beautiful nails. Yes. Dude, those are the most funny person I've ever met, I swear. When we went to like this random ass salon in Dalston. Let's just show. And I walk in and I show him like, I'm gonna show him references I showed, actually. Show you guys the references I showed. And I showed him them and he just starts making me laugh like crazy. He's like making fun of me so hardcore. He's like, are you crazy? Are you insane? Like, it's too late. It's 5:30. And he was making fun of me the whole time. I wanted this. And I also wanted this. But next time, I'll find someone who's less complaining than him. But they're still really fucking cute. What are we doing today? Today, we are doing really random stuff. Today, we are just talking. I read a poem by Ashbery, and we talked about Ashbery a little bit. And we talked about how my mic is not correct. Maybe tomorrow it'll be fine. Also, I'll try again tomorrow and see if it resolves itself, and if not, then I'll try and get a mic that I can like. But I don't like that. Like, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe I'll get one that I can clip to my thingy. And we're also gonna look at my zine from when I was younger. This is from 4 years ago. This is one of the first things. This is the second one. There was an earlier one that was even more simple, but this is like the first. It's like the first project I did, I guess. Like when I was ending high school, so very, very long time ago. Not that long time ago. But when I was ending high school, I had this account called Wet Love, and I would just post things that related water to connectivity. So there's a lot of art. There's like some projects by Ronnie Horn that I posted, I remember. Or like women laying in water, being immersed in water. It was really big on Tumblr back in the day. And I was kind of just interested in the idea of connectivity and like wet, and then that transfigured into the idea of like wetness. A tarot suit of cups. What does that mean? Ooh. And like wetness is then that later became when I did like I'm like a pretty good girl, then that became like informational connectivity and stuff, and like that idea. We have you can call me Star. Yeah, I was thinking Star is good. Yeah. It's really easy to find my real name if you want. My work is under my real name, but I think Star is good for Twitch. And for the Blue site, once they let me in. Yeah, so just call me Star. But this is the thing, and you can scan the back, and it takes you to the Instagram page. And this is me. I wish I could make it more here, yeah. That's me in my dorm room, and I'm gonna try to bring this back, actually. I don't know if you can see, but I'm wearing purple contacts, and I really want to bring that back. I think it's fucking cool. I think it's fucking cool to wear purple contacts or pink contacts with no makeup. Where can we get that? I used to sell them online, but I don't anymore. I mean, I don't know. Guys, I really hate the post office. It's like my problem. It's so. I hate it. I hate it so much. There was an era where I was doing it, but I really don't like it. I make other people do it for me. If anyone wants to be my fucking findom slave for the post office, I had an intern for a while, but that's also like not the most reliable thing. Yeah, if anyone wants to be like my post office Depop slave, I'd be happy to enlist you. But yeah, I want to wear purple contacts. You can also see my nails are done here as well, actually. This was done by a girl named Ciara. She's quite famous now, I think. Really cool. And they're like custom and everything. I paid a lot of money. She did like art project nails. I wonder if I can find her account. Maybe I'll just use Twitch to like recommend people really beautiful London-based artists. that's my plan. Yeah, Kira nails. She's done so many amazing things. So beautiful. Maybe I should just go back to her if she's still here, instead of going to random ass nail text, which is more expensive. Fin postal dom. Yes. Exactly. The findom thing is so interesting, actually. Like, I'm having so much fun with it. I had a really great conversation with this girl Kaya yesterday, and we're gonna post it on EAG later today. And I talked about like the findom thing, but I don't know. I think I like it in the more literal sense, just exploiting men for money. Anyway, this was inspired by Donna Haraway, very easily. So this is the dresses I used to make. Oh, whoops. See, I don't know, like, the mirroring really confuses me. And this is like, I'm a very lazy person, okay? Like, things I hate: the post office, graphic design, and graphic design interfaces. Any sort of interface that requires me to have a high level of technical knowledge. Like, I just don't like it. I like a little bit of HTML. I don't mind. I mean, I did a lot of HTML when I was younger on Tumblr, but like in design, like it's like it just, that's when I like reached a plateau with this sort of stuff where I just like can't. So like all the publications that I've made in the past couple of years have been designed by someone else. We can read the little manifesto thing. What time is it? Oh wait, we're like basically almost done. That's crazy. I actually really enjoyed this, and it was really easy to speak. Okay. Last issue, we dog paddled through ecological methods of making what? Crochet and movement. We inquired about how to create fluidity and openness in our environment and perhaps toward it as well. What loves procreate was a dialogue in urban detachment and the tools we have against it. Throughout the past months, I have been taking my first steps into post-humanist philosophy and its arguments about technological utopia. While I used to maintain quite a skeptical position towards digital space as a political tool, I am now very interested in how cyberspace shifts our methods for connections and intimacy. The internet has long been noted to decrease the longevity in relationships and commitments, as well as disrupt our attention span and allow for more subtle and target corporate advertising. However, it is a rejection of the connective parts of digital space AI embodiment. A rejection of the connective parts of digital space AI embodied modification is almost as if a desperate love poem towards archaic modes of living. I agree with that now. Why drag around this romantic idea of backtracking into villagehood when the affect-driven modes of connection that the possibilities of the internet allow for can create endless possibilities for bodiless skill sharing, love making, and even heightened discipline? I was really obsessed with discipline at the time. Water. I'm decided I'm tired of dead things. I want to dream of the future. My mind has been swarming with a vision of an abalone shell in which pastel fractions of light reflect on each other in the manner of transient neural signals, and water dances between grooves carved by a current. This issue is the birthplace of blessed, unclean fluctuations. That's so fucking haraway. Ugh. This is a dream of unconsciousness-enhancing drugs, new skin textures, medieval creatures, Lacanian ecstasies, Prestiatos, Dildonics, and as always, love. Reflexive, anti-historic, poor image, oozy, gooey, wet love. Oh, it makes me sick how transparent my, like, school's curriculum was in there. Like, I really don't like. Do I have to warn you again? That's horrible. Please, no. Please. I'm trying to see what I can show in this. I don't really want to, like, dox, like, showing my friends' faces. I mean, this is really beautiful. My friend Sonia, who works on Everyone is a Girl, she did this image. I've known her for so long. Oh, I did some, like, quotations from places. Oceanic Feeling, A Street in Amonis, Strange Universalism from Efflux, Julie Delpy and Richard Linklater's Before Sunrise. Oh, God. Ew. I mean, not ew, but... Oh, this Keith Smith work did really impact me. She basically had, like, a bunch of bottles lined up. She had a bunch of bottles lined up, and they all said, like, piss, cum, shit, bile, like, so on and so forth. But it looked really, like, archival, like the way bottles look. Am I familiar with Audre Lorde? Yeah. Master's Tools. I haven't read a lot of her stuff, though. If there's something you think I should read... I like her essay about the erotic. That really compelled me. How do you feel about the medium of film, and do you enjoy it? Again, I'm a really lazy person. I would never make a film, but I love films, yes. I really love films. I'm writing about Coppola right now. Sophia, obviously. No, but I did write about Megalopolis, which is one of my favorite movies. I should maybe, I can link that later somewhere. I wrote about Megalopolis like a year and a half ago by Big Daddy Coppola. I also really love that film. For very similar reasons to Sofia Coppola's films, actually. Yeah, I would never make a film. I'm not bothered. I've been in films. I've been in short films. I probably will be in more. It's probably some weird, like, artistic porn sort of stuff that we're gonna do with my friend Anna. But I would never make one just because of the amount of technical knowledge and the amount of administrative coordination. Okay, I've been a curator for years. I've been an event producer for years. That's only a fraction of what you need to make a film. You need so much money as well. Like, it's just, I've seen people do it. I don't want to fucking do it. Yes, exactly. Sophia, obviously, yeah. I mean, look at my room. Letterboxd. No, I don't do that. I don't want people to know. I go on Wikipedia and I read Wikipedia articles about the films. Sometimes I have a crush on someone, I'll find their letterboxd on the internet, and then I'll read all their reviews, just so I can judge them, but I don't want to. I'm already so public, like, everything I do, like, you know, all my work is so public, I don't want to, like, record my, you know, processes that much as well. Have you ever considered working in a care or psychotherapy environment? Hell no. I don't care about regular people, though. I don't care about, like, that's my, you know, like, maybe I seem very soft and caring, but I just don't care about stupid people. We can do video essays on YouTube. Again, I'm too lazy and it's not interesting for me, but I will do lectures on OnlyFans, probably. The blue site, sorry, I really shouldn't say it here. I think it might be not good to say that. So, but on YouTube I will do, like, ASMR stuff and stuff that's more interesting for me, but I don't think that my strength is relaying information. I don't really think that's relevant. I'd rather delegate that to someone like Stranger Youngs, but, Mulholland Drive. Very empty, very funny. I like The Prestige. It's my friend's favorite movie. We watched it in her house. I mean, I like the actual sex scene in there is amazing. It's a very earnest sex scene. It's very beautiful. The engineer's imperative to catalog and list everything. May not be healthy, though. Yeah, there will be lectures. The lectures will be strange and they'll be self-referential and stuff, but there will be lectures. Psychoanalysis is like shining a bright light into a room. You can see everything, but it becomes uninhabitable. I don't necessarily agree with that reading. I don't know. I think that it's just about speaking, right? And learning to enjoy the symptom. It's not about solving everything. Yeah, the sex scene. My guttural reaction. It's like one of those films that, like, everyone thinks that I would love, but I don't know. I'm a lot more compelled by Twin Peaks, weirdly. I'm more compelled actually by his more earnest stuff, I guess. I really loved Twin Peaks when I was younger. I have a bit of a soft spot for American transcendentalism. I had, like, a phase right before this time, I think. I was working at Dunkin' Donuts in America for the summer, and I read a lot of books about, like, Emerson, and I read Walden, and how, like, these people kind of borrowed from, like, romantic ideas from Europe and stuff. and that was when I watched Twin Peaks, so. Aw, I'm sorry. Yeah, I haven't seen that many of them, actually. I've seen, like, I really want to watch Inland Empire. I've heard that I would really like that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not that big on like, I think he's a genius, but it's not, like, directly relevant to my work, I guess, as much. It's just like Lynch is one of those things where it's like, no matter what you do, you are responding to him if you're working in any visual medium. or any surreal medium. Like, it's just inescapable. So, like, I don't even need to engage with his references to be engaging. Like, everything is just, you know, yeah. I want to see if there's anything else. I have to end this quite soon. But it's been a really good time. Oh, this was really cool. I still really like these images. This girl, like, preserved, like, rabbit bodies in jars. I think they're taxidermy, obviously, but so beautiful. Oh, I'm not gonna show these because she's way too well known. I love like knowing how cool my friends are. I can't even. Oh, we have another manifesto here, but I don't even think it's that interesting. I stole this picture off the internet, but it's still the iridescence thing. Like, iridescence has been really big for me in my references and stuff. Oh, I did an interview of Abby Shang. I don't know what she's doing now. I've been trying to get a fitting with her for years. The shell. This shell has been everywhere. It's on my CV still. Sonia did it. Sonia made this shell. She's fantastic. Thank you for a good stream, Star. Going to bed now. All the best for your future streaming career. Thank you! Thank you so much for coming, and I hope to see you again. Oh. Will you invite me for the practical... Oh, held a message first. Yeah. That's cool. There's like an auto mod. Shanu said, will you invite me to the practical some auto-erotic literature? No practicals. Deny. That's nice that it, like, catches when words are not appropriate, but I feel like people know how to go around that anyway. Damn, it has, like, all the people that were important to me at the time. Alright. Thank you guys so much. I think I'll do this again tomorrow at a similar time. If you have any requests for what to read, you can DM me. You can DM me on Instagram. I won't necessarily reply, but I'll see it. I will see it. I'm not that famous yet. But yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow.